welcome to my newsletter. For those that are new to this newsletter, welcome. Thank you for wanting to be a part of my journey and this crazy missionary life. And for those that are used to my newsletter, welcome back. Hi, nice to see you again. I love you all so much, and I'm so thankful that you want to be a part of this life. So I actually do videos for my newsletter because it's a lot easier for me to communicate what's been going on in my life and everything that God is doing. And I thought I just saw a spider. I don't think it was one though. So okay, well, so yeah, I like to do videos because I feel like it's very personal, and also it's easier for me to communicate because sometimes it's hard to really get the emotion that I'm feeling out, or like the passionate side of me out whenever I type. So here I am doing another video. I'm doing it in my bathroom, as you guys can see, because it's the only it's the only place in the house that people are not doing something. So here we are. Welcome to my bathroom. It's full of girls' products because I live with 3 other women. So, so what has been going on in my life? So much has been going on in my life. So last time I talked to you guys, it was oh man, when was it? It was a couple months ago, and I updated you guys on when we went to Paris for our DTS training and everything before that and after that, and even outreach I updated you guys on that I led to the Philippines. But a few other things have happened, so here we are. So I have been the kitchen leader here at the base in Herrenhout for I think almost 5 months. I'm not counting, but I think it's almost 5 months. It could be 4, I'm not sure. So I have been the base kitchen leader. I've learned a lot. I talked about that on my last video as well. I learned a lot in that. I've been learning a lot of what it looks like to be in missions, even if you're not out there getting souls saved and people healed and, and being a part of that, which I would absolutely love to be a part of, but God called me to be here on the base doing kitchen work, the kitchen duty, because He prepared me for it, and I'm really thankful for that and to be a part of that. So yeah, I've been kitchen leader for about 4 or 5 months, and it's been incredible. God has done so much. There's been so much community around it, and I've been really thankful for it. So I've been the kitchen leader, but on top of that, in between that, I guess you would say, is we actually went on our staff outreach. So the staff that are going to be staffing the school in the fall, we went on an outreach as a staff team, and it was absolutely incredible. I will get into the details of that in a minute, but we did that. We had a very large DTS gathering here at our base and I was actually the head person for the food for that, and there was about 120 people there, so I was able to be challenged in that and how to feed 120 people for 3 meals a day, and it was amazing. I'll get into the details of that as well. But yeah, so it's been a lot, but it's been incredible, and I'm so thankful for you guys to be a part of that and to hear what's going on and what God is doing and how the Lord is working in all this and how He's using me, because ultimately that's what I'm here for, just to be used by the Lord and to be His vessel. So first I want to start off by talking about staff outreach, because it was absolutely incredible. So yeah, to start off, I'll just tell you where we went. So me and 6 other people. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, me and 6 other people, so 7 people altogether. Sorry, I gotta get my math right. But we went to many places. We went to the Netherlands, and we went to a place called Rotterdam in the Netherlands. We went to Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and then we went down to the south of Europe to Prague, and we took a van to do that. So much fun. First of all, taking a road trip through Europe is some of the most beautiful things that you can do, because you see all these amazing landscapes and like all this stuff. Yeah, it's just amazing. So first we went to this place called Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and it's a cute, quaint like city. It's a large city, but it seems very like small and quaint, but it's beautiful. So we went there, and I forgot to say, okay, so the reason we actually did this is because as a staff team, we're going to be taking our whole school to the same places that we went on our staff outreach. So when the school comes in on September 24th, like a month, actually, I think exactly a month from today, I think so. When the school comes during this thing called mini outreach, so before the big outreach, we take the school on a mini outreach for about a week or two, and they just experience doing outreach in Europe before we go out and do outreach in Southeastern Asia. So so all the places that we're going to, so Rotterdam, Amsterdam, all those other places, we are taking the school to those places. So as a team, we wanted to go before and pray and make connections with our contacts already, and just start to get a heart for what the Lord wants to do whenever we do bring the school, and even what the Lord wants for these cities. So we went to Rotterdam first, and it was amazing. We met up with this guy named Jonathan, and he wants to start a crazy prayer movement in Rotterdam. And he wants us to be a part of that, a part of like the beginning of it, because it's this huge thing. Like he just got a building, possibly. His family is moving there to be able to start this prayer movement and this worship movement in Rotterdam. And let me tell you, the Netherlands has some insane influence over Europe. Even though it's a pretty small country, it has an incredible amount of influence. And I think that's God-given, honestly. God has so much to do with the Netherlands, and he is moving like crazy there right now. And I mean, he's moving like crazy all over the world, but just to see it, like to be there and see it, it was absolutely amazing just to like feel what God wants for that nation, and how he wants to use the influence that they have to create an influence of just Jesus all over Europe. So yeah, that's a little side note. But so we went to Rotterdam, we connected with Jonathan. Then we found out that we're going to be taking our entire school to a school, like a high school, and they're giving us permission to tell our testimonies of how God has impacted us in our lives. So we get to just go to a school and share how Jesus has changed our lives. And it's the thing is, usually when you go to a school, you go to like talk about theological stuff and like philosophical stuff, all this really deep, like, and even like biblical, I don't know, the deep biblical stuff. But the thing is, we asked them what they wanted us to do, and they just said, oh, we just want you to share your story on how God has changed your life. We're like, okay, like. And the amazing thing with testimonies and stories is that no one can actually, no one can say that they're not true, because it's something that you personally experienced. So that's incredible. We get to take a whole school, and they get to tell their testimonies in front of all these students that some don't even know the Lord. Most don't even know the Lord, actually. Most of the teachers that we met with didn't even know the Lord. And so we got to pray over them, and they're giving us this incredible opportunity. So we also met up with the mayor of Rotterdam, and we met up with the mayor of a smaller town near Rotterdam called Utrecht, and he prayed over us, and he just said like, hey, like, I'm excited for you guys to come. I am with you on this, and he said like, I want to help you guys get to the places that you want to go with the school. And so we're like, well, dang, the mayor is like, hey, I got you. I can give you connections and all this stuff. So it was so cool how God just totally opened some crazy doors for us. So so that happened. And then we went to Amsterdam. We moved on to Amsterdam. A lot of things happened in between that, but I don't want to make this video as long as the last one because it was really long. So I will put in the bottom of this email, I'll put the prayer requests that I have, and I'll include the people that we met and how you guys can pray for them, because they need prayer, and I just want to cover them in that, because prayer changes everything. It really does. So so we went to Amsterdam. And we did some evangelism on the streets even during our free time. Like, we had free time, and actually in Amsterdam it was pretty free because we actually weren't planning to go to Amsterdam, so we didn't have any like set plans for it. So we went to Amsterdam, and we didn't find out that we were going to Amsterdam until a week before. So yeah, crazy story. But we got there, we were doing a lot of connections with just locals and tourists, and we were praying over people. We were praying over people that were sick. Just some random people came up and asked if we knew where what is it called? A pharmacy. They asked where a pharmacy would be, and we were like, oh, we know where one is here. And then we were like, but can we also pray for you? Because we know like the one that can heal you. And she started feeling better immediately, which was amazing. So pray for her. We also met this really sweet couple from, I think, Florida or California. I don't know. We met someone else from California, maybe, or Florida. I get them mixed up. But their names were John and Peggy Higgins, which was like the cutest American like names ever. So we met them, and we were actually going out, and we had gotten drinks, and we were just hanging out, and we were just talking, and then they just like came up to us, and like they were sitting next to us, but they kind of came into our conversation, which we're so willing to do. Like, if you want to come into our conversation, let's talk about Jesus. Let's go for it. So we were there. They talked to us, and they asked us what we were doing, and they were so interested in what was going on in our lives. It was really strange how interested they were, but this happens a lot, where God will just make people really interested in what you're doing and who you are, when usually people wouldn't be so interested. Usually people are very worried about themselves, you know. I know I was before I knew Jesus. I didn't ask people about themselves. I didn't ask people about their lives. And but here we are with John and Peggy Higgins, and they're asking us about their lives, and we got to share what we were doing, and they even gave us 20 American dollars, which was so sweet. And they were like, "We're trying to get to heaven." We're like, you guys don't have to try. All you have to do is accept. Like, it was so cool. So we got to just give them the gospel, show them what we were doing, show them what God was doing in the Netherlands, and how they could even partner with that too. And they were going to go on a cruise the next day, and like, it was just so cool. Like, and then they also paid for our drinks in the end. We were just so blessed. So it was really, really cool. And we also they sent us they sent their daughter a Marco Polo of us, and they were like, "Hey, we just met these missionaries in Amsterdam, and they love Jesus." And then one of the girls on our staff team, she was like prophesying over this girl through this Marco Polo, which is like a video app thing, if you don't know. So it was just really cool. God did some incredible things in the Netherlands. We got to run into so many people, pray for so many people. We had just prophetic words for people on the street and in the coffee shops that we went to, and like, it was such like a beautiful live your life just ministry. We just so many places that we just met people, and we were just willing just to love them. That is such a calling on our lives as Christians, is just to be willing to love someone in your everyday life. We call it live your life ministry, but it should just be like ministry. It should be part of who we are, to just minister and let God interrupt our day, because that is so important and it's so necessary as a Christian. So I challenge you, as well as myself, in doing that every single day. So next we went to Prague, and we didn't really do too much in Prague because we were only there for like a day or a couple days. And so it was amazing. We got to pray over the new base that they're actually starting in Prague. They're starting a YWAM base there. Prayed for them. We got to encourage them. We worshiped with them. You'll actually see pictures and videos at the end of this video, because if I can fit it in, I'm trying to do like a video in my life, you know, just to show you like, what do I do daily? So I wanted to kind of put that together for you guys, just to see like what happens in my daily life. So let me see. I have notes right here, so that's why I'm looking down. Also in Amsterdam, how did I forget this? We actually got to pray through the red light district as well in Amsterdam. It was pretty intense, because it is very visually, you know, alarming, I guess you would say. It's just right there, and the women are just standing in the window with the red lights on them, and they're barely wearing anything, and it's so sad to see, because it's not what God called those women to be, and it's not what God wanted them to do with their bodies or with their life. And so many of them are trapped in that. Some people choose it, yes, but so many women are trapped in that just because of people, just Satan. So it was really sad to see, but we got to pray through it. And also God has already done so much in the red light districts in Amsterdam. It's actually only a third of what it used to be. So it's a third of what used to be. So like, there used to be 3 times as many red light districts and windows as there are now, which is amazing. So God is doing some incredible stuff, and God has also opened actually like prayer houses in the middle of the red light district in Amsterdam. And Yeah, and he's doing so much more. The new mayor of Amsterdam is not for the red light districts, and she's wanting to shut them down. She's doing everything in her power to shut them down. So really exciting. God is answering prayer. We got to do that. And then we also got to be a part of a couple of sessions of a 24-hour prayer movement that they were doing for 3 weeks. So they were doing 3 weeks of prayer, 24 hours a day, 7 times a week, for 3 full weeks or 4 full weeks. I don't remember, but we got to be a part of 2 sessions, which was really cool. Got to lead it. I have pictures of that as well that I will share. So that's what happened on staff outreach. And God did so many things. We got so many we got this crazy desire just for all these places that we went and for what's going to happen with this school that we take. God is going to move crazy things with the school that we're going to take, and we're so excited for it. So as the staff team, we got super pumped for the Netherlands, for what God is doing there, for Prague, for everything that's going to be happening there. So we're very excited. Okay, now I'm going to transition into after staff outreach. So after staff outreach, as soon as we got back, I had to start preparing for this 120 people gathering that was happening at the base. And as someone who's never done that before, who's never prepared meals, I've been preparing meals for, tops 70 people for the past 4 months. Been preparing, cooking, getting the people together for it, and kind of just being the kitchen leader. It's like being a kitchen manager. You kind of do everything behind the scenes as well as sometimes in the kitchen. So I started preparing that. It was really stressful for me, honestly, because you have to think about all of the, sorry if you hear people talking, by the way, my roommates are living, so just living life. But so here we are. I've never done this before, where I had to organize meals for 120 people for 4 days, 5 days, 4.5 days, I think. So it was very challenging for me, but it was good because it actually went really, really well. Everything went very successfully. God I honestly, Holy Spirit reminded me of so many things that I would have forgotten in my own fleshly mind. So it was absolutely incredible. God did some crazy work, because there's so many things you have to think about with that, like children and allergies, and sometimes I had to create a whole new menu just for the people with allergies, whether it be nut allergy, gluten, lactose, vegetarian, vegan, all these things. And I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I honestly was crying for a long time because I was like, I can't do this. But God was with me. I have an incredible base here that just stepped up and helped out so much. So I was able to get it all done. Yay, praise the Lord. So that happened. We had an incredible gathering. So the gathering was 120 people came to our base, and we pretty much just got really pumped for DTS. And we went over the curriculum for DTS, because we have curriculum because it's a school. We went over the guidelines and rules for DTS. We went over how to handle difficult situations. We went over how to handle just all the things that come with DTS, because we don't really reject people when they want to come to DTS, because it's not we just think that anybody should be welcome, because anybody's welcome in the kingdom. So we have a lot of situations that happen, and we don't know how to deal with them, because we're not counselors, we're not physicians, we're not psychiatrists. Like, we're just people that were called by God here, discipling nations and learning how to disciple and be discipled ourselves. So we just got trained up in that. We got filled with passion for it. It was absolutely incredible. And it was such a blessing. So yeah, we got to do that. I got to lead worship, which was really cool. I love leading worship. It's my favorite. I wish I could do it more, but sometimes it's just so busy. But God's been doing so much in my heart. He actually, I just asked the Lord, I was like, Lord, if there's anything in me that needs to change, that needs to shift for me to be able to prepare for the school well that's coming, just do it. Like, have your way, God. And he's been doing so much in me. He's been growing my confidence in, he's been growing my confidence in myself. He's been growing my confidence in him and my identity in him, which is, honestly, I really think that that's something that is just a constant growth thing. Like, you just grow in your confidence in him and your identity in him every single day. I've been growing in just like my wants and desires in this life and being confident that those will come to pass and that my God is good and he wants good things for me and just like all these things. And even in my prayer life, God has just grown so much in me as an intercessor. I love interceding for people. I love interceding for what God has for people and what God has for me as well. I have to intercede for myself so much sometimes, but that's okay. It's necessary as a Christian. So so God's been doing so much and I'm really thankful for it. I'm really blessed to have the community that I have to be able to go through these things well and in a healthy manner. And I'm blessed to have a heart that actually loves to share, and it's okay if I'm struggling or if I'm weak sometimes. My goodness, my beautiful friends here and in Texas. Hey Amanda, hey Cariel, hey Kay, hey guys. You guys have been like you guys, all of you have been such an encouragement and a blessing, and I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at emotionally, physically, spiritually, actually physically in Germany without you guys. So thank you so much. I'm really, really appreciative for it. So last little thing, what's happening next? Next huge thing is I actually have a friend coming here from Texas. Her name is Cariel. Those of you that know her, tell her I said hi. I'll tell her I said hi in like 6 days, so I'm really excited. So I will actually be going on kind of a vacation time before the school starts because the school is very intensive. I'll be going for 2 weeks to the Netherlands, to Prague as well, and then back here to hang out and just do life here with her, which is going to be amazing. But then after that, the school starts almost immediately. The school starts September 24th. That is when registration begins. That's when the students come. I'm so excited. I honestly am just so excited. I'm so excited because these students I can just feel God's heart for them. He is so excited for them to be here, for what he's going to do in them, what he's going to do through them, how he's going to use them, how they're going to change the nation here as well as the other places that they go on outreach and all these things. I'm so excited for this school, guys. It's going to be so good. We have so many different nations coming here in this school. We have, just to name a few, we have the Philippines, we have Myanmar, we have Egypt, India, Germany, the Netherlands, I'm definitely forgetting some. America, we have Americans. We have so many people coming from so many places so that we can just do discipleship training school with them. And it's going to be amazing. So I just ask, just pray for the students that are coming. Pray that God just moves in their hearts, that he makes a way for them to be able to come to the school and receive well and for things to go smoothly. And if they don't go smoothly, for us just to be able to do it with them together in discipleship and loving, and man, it's going to be so good. So pray for that. The school is coming very, very soon. I can't wait to update you guys on after they get here too, which it's going to be amazing. Just pray for that. Let me see, make sure that I don't have anything. Yeah, so we have about, just to let you know kind of a number, we have about 26 students that have applied and gotten accepted. Some visas have not gone through yet because it's hard to get a visa if you're from India or Egypt, like the students that we have coming from. But just pray for their visas to come through miraculously, and pray for them that God just does something in their hearts. But that's about all I have. That's everything that's going on in my life at the moment. I'm so excited that you guys get to be a part of this, and you actually chose to be a part of this and be a part of this journey, because I'm so blessed by you guys, really. Every single day, I'm just so thankful that I have such a supportive, I have such a supportive backbone spiritually and at home and here. It's just these things would not go as well as they do in my life without you guys and without the Lord answering your prayers and just being a part of this. So thank you guys. I love you so, so much. I hope I'm able to put a video in the end of this that shows you kind of the my life as a missionary, whatever. But if I'm not able to put that at the end, then I'll probably post it on my social media. So please check my social media if it's not at the end of this video. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your prayers, all your good encouragement, and how you guys support me so, so well. If you want to give into this next DTS, I will definitely need some money for the outreach phase, which will start in December and I'll be leading a team. I don't know where yet, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. I'll be leading a team from December to probably early March. And if you want to give into that, I'll probably need about $1,500 for that. And yeah, I'll put my PayPal and my Modern Day account at the bottom of this email so you're able to give. And then you can write a little note on what the gift is for, whether that be for outreach or whether that be for my bills here, because I have bills here as well. Yeah, and just let me know. You guys are incredible. I love you so much, and I'm thankful for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Bye.